If you've been on Substack recently, you probably noticed a change. When you go to visit a brand new publication, instead of seeing their articles or their archives, what you're seeing is their notes feed. It looks like a daggone Twitter profile. In this episode, we're going to run down what's happening on Substack when it comes to notes and the signals that you need to pay attention to. So it's official, Notes is the brand new homepage. Substack is making a big shift right now, and it's happening right before our eyes, and we want to make sure you know how to make it work for you. So over the last 90 days, we've seen about 32 million new subscribers land on the Substack platform. This is information pulled directly from some Substack blogs, as well as creators who've been talking about it. And I'm sure this number is probably higher right now. So this is not from outside traffic. This is not from SEO tricks. This is what's happening on the platform according to Substack. So what does that mean for you? It means that there are going to be tons of new readers landing on this platform, and they'll be looking for your work, right? This is going to be a huge opportunity. And honestly, it's one of the best discovery engines we've ever seen in the history of social media. Now, I just want you to wait for a minute. That's not even the wild part, y'all. That's not even the wild part. Check this out. Notes is actually doing the heavy lifting, something we're calling the notes effect. Daily notes are equaling to compounding reach, right? So you get small input, but you get consistent output. Also, the algorithm is continuously rewarding consistency. So if you show up daily, you get distributed widely. And one thing that I really love about Notes is that strangers become subscribers. Notes turns discoveries into clicks. You can publish a note and it'll get pushed out to people who have never heard of you. And honestly, that's how people are building their audiences right inside of the platform. In other areas, people have been like using ads. People are, trying to leverage other platforms to bring people over. Everything you need is on Substack, and you don't need to go anywhere looking for it. Now, this is the next part you got to pay attention to. Video is taking over notes. If you look at your notes feed, you're going to see more and more videos, right? And most writers, honestly, are not even noticing or not taking advantage of it. So for people who are creating video, it's putting them in a position where they stand out. So visual content wins right now. This is across all social, but across the internet as a whole, and it's happening now on Substack as well. Substack TV just rolled out on certain platforms, so they're definitely positioning themselves to compete with YouTube big picture, but you want to make sure you take advantage of this right now. Visual notes stop the scroll. Let me repeat that. Visual notes stop the scroll. People see motion, people see things. I'm waving my hands on some of my videos. People are paying attention to that kind of stuff. Images and video outperform just plain text. So if you're not using video, maybe share some pictures instead. Scrollable media feed launched, right? So Substack redesigned discovery around this scroll-friendly kind of feed that we talked about earlier when you land on someone's publication. So your notes feed that's featured on your profile is also being shown on your publication feed on mobile. So when you get on a phone and you go to someone's newsletter, instead of seeing their articles in their archives, what you're seeing now is their notes feed as the default. You want to pay attention to that. And the last thing, video gets preferential reach. The platform is prioritizing video creators. So for me, I've always been creating video on social, but this is something on Substack that I'm kind of unleashing and ramping up right now. They make it really easy to do so. And here's the move nobody's making, the most underrated feature, and it's been there the whole time. Chat. Oh, baby. The community layer. Chat builds real community, right? So once you get someone to find you through your notes, what you want to do is start a conversation. Most people on the internet are broadcasting, especially when we talk about like famous people who are influencers. And for me, I don't care about being an influencer, but I want my messages to be influential. And I think the way we do that is to build strong human connections with people, and you can do that with chat. So when you activate your chat, you get to connect and build real community. Readers will talk back to you. And again, it turns the broadcast into a conversation. You don't want to be like one way. You want it to be a two-way street, a back and forth discussion. Writers build tight-knit groups, and chats turn readers into regulars. Readers stay much longer because community equals retention, and retention equals revenue. If you're trying to develop some kind of revenue stream or build a business around your Substack, community can be a foundational piece for you. Like, make sure that you're having those conversations and make sure you're at least trying to get your community involved. Now, what's your next move, right? Here's the formula that actually works. 3 things to start this week. If you're not creating notes, if you're not doing video, if you're not activating your community, if you're not doing any of those things this week, we're gonna test some stuff out. So first things first, drop 3 to 5 notes per day. Short, real, consistent, that's all it takes. Number 2, 1 chat per week. So all you have to do is start 1 chat thread in your community chat this week and ask 1 question, right? Let the community respond. Make sure you respond to every single comment or every single message that people send, and just keep everything active. And the last one, 1 collab per month. Why don't you try to connect with someone to see if you guys can partner on a live? Maybe you could even do an article swap. And the thing that I love to do is really become referral partners, refer their newsletter and see if they'll refer yours. So stop waiting, start noting. The algorithm is showing up for writers who show up consistently. The window is open right now.